Now, devastating flooding is also sweeping through parts of Kentucky after recent heavy rainfall. Bowling Green's Lost River Cafe, a popular tourist destination, also offers underground boat tours and hiking trails. Well, it's been experiencing the most severe flooding in its history as a result. Since last week, the cave system has received nearly 10 inches of rain. For an update, we are going to be joined with Lost River Cave CEO Justin Jennings. Justin, thank you so much for talking to us and joining us here at Fox Weather. Can you describe how this unprecedented rainfall has been impacting your cave? The water levels, I can only imagine, have been impacting the infrastructure there as well.
Yeah, so like you said, it's been our second highest, or our biggest flood in the history of our organization. The former record holder was the flood of 2010 when Nashville got hit so bad. But our cave has a drainage basin or a watershed of 55 square miles. So every drop of rain that enters that watershed, hits the ground in that area, will eventually come to Lost River. And our water from here, it goes across town, enters into the Jennings Creek, which turns into the Barren, which goes to the Green, the Ohio, and then Mississippi. So, there's such a backlog on the back end of things. There's nowhere for our water to go right now.
And I was going to mention that you talked about that 55 square mile drainage basin where the cave sits. How does that unique geography come into play when we have a big deluge of rain like this? Is there a speed component to it, or the volume of water that really accelerates all of this rain across the area?
Right. So it's neat that you asked that, because we are in the largest or the fastest growing city in Kentucky. So we're seeing a lot of development in our drainage basin. I've been with the park for going on 18 years, and it used to take about 7 or 8 hours for that influx of water to get to us. But now with all the development that we've seen inside our drainage basin, it can be as short as 3 hours. So anytime you take out a wooded lot or a grassy field, you're taking out, organic materials and things that actually utilize that water. So when a tree is growing, it's using that water through transpirational pull and taking that out of the soil. When you take that stuff out, there's an excess of water that all comes to us.
Absolutely. And now I'm worried about the cleanup process for you guys. Speaking of the fact that these trees are being removed from your community, what does that look like? What specific areas do you think need to be prioritized in terms of the cleanup, and what may be a challenge that you're anticipating?
Well, with the sustained water levels, the longer the water sits over a surface, it's going to deposit more and more river silt. So we expect to see, areas of our park, our underground nightclub that you see behind me, that will have up to a foot and a half of silt that will have to be washed away. We'll have to take care of all of our electrical devices and things like that. I mean, what you see behind me is not just a cave; it's our actual wedding venue that we rent out during the summer. Now we won't have to cancel any weddings. We've been doing this long enough to know our period where we can successfully have weddings without flooding. So we don't typically do those this time of year, which is a good thing. But, it's just a lot of cleanup and a lot of repairing. We'll get into the cave as soon as possible, check out our electrical systems and infrastructure inside, and hopefully be able to get back to giving our boat tour in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Absolutely. I know that recovery process is going to be long. Before we let you go, for folks who are interested in maybe supporting the Lost River Cave, during this challenging time with you guys, what opportunities do they have to maybe donate or do any type of volunteer work? Do you want to share that before we let you go?
Yeah, we love having volunteers. If you're interested in supporting the park, you can go to www.lostrivercave.org or our Facebook page, and we have links where you can, give financially. You can even become a member of Lost River Cave and support annually. We love our volunteers. We love our donors. We couldn't do it without them.
All right, and we are wishing you guys all the best over the next couple of weeks. That's Lost River Cave CEO Justin Jennings. Thanks again for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.